Yeah, I would have never went. It's just the drug problems they had at that time, the politics backstage, just the bullshit, the business, the way it was run. It really ruined my love for the business. I think that was the end of my career, to be honest. I didn't enjoy it. The cool thing was the fans, and I'm still here, and everybody remembers. I think if I would have known all that stuff, I would have stuck with going to Japan and Europe. Or, you know, I did have a chance to go to WWE at that time. I didn't go. And then 2 Mondays later, they had the Brood and all these other Vampire guys there. I don't know why I didn't go. They convinced me in WCW. It was bad. I didn't enjoy it at all. I enjoyed the fans and it was fun, but I really don't have nothing nice to say about it. I was trying to figure something out, right? And all of a sudden, the Misfits came out with a new album. And I heard it, and I knew they had reformed, and I just had this idea: how cool would it be, me being a musician, instead of having because they were saying, "What do you want to do for a ring entrance?" I said, "Man, let me play with a band." And they're like, "What?" Let me give you this idea. And it was a Monday Night Nitro, man, and the Misfits were across the street. God works in strange ways, man. And I went over, and it was like 11 o'clock, and they were misfitted out, you know. And I met Jerry Only, and I said, "Hey, you know, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. This is my thing." And they were like, "Take these boots." Doyle gave me, "Take this jacket. Here's the." Doyle painted my face. So this is, and we went in WCW. We just walked in as the Misfits and Vampiro, and they were like, "What the f is going on?" And I said, "Exactly." I said, "You see what just happened? Put that on television and watch the fans react." I said, "You wrestling rednecks don't get it. But the kid at home who's on a skateboard, that lives in his basement, and is picked on at school, is gonna say, 'Oh my God, the Misfits and Vampiro are on national television.'" And it worked. I love them. I love them so much. Doyle just wanted to play a loud guitar. Mikey was a singer, and he was like, "What am I gonna do?" You know. And Dr. Chud, he was game for anything, but he was like, "If I hurt my arms, I can't play drums. What am I gonna do?" But then there was Jerry Only, who was like on a caffeine thing 24/7, and he was just like bing, 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 bing. He was calling the promoters. He was calling J.J. Dillon. He was calling the office. He bought a wrestling ring. He put it in his house. He was practicing. I was like, "Jerry." He'd show up to Monday Nitro with 2,000 Misfits t-shirts. He would give it to him. I was like, "Brother, you're gonna get calm down, man." And it was cool for me just to watch rock and roll come into a redneck dressing room, man, because all the guys, you know, big wrestlers and steroided out. It was, for me, it was kind of funny, you know, just to see it happen. But it was an experience, man. It was pretty cool. Rest in peace, Steve Williams, Dr. Death. Good friend of mine, and we had to work a program. Then it ended up with being Jerry Only against Dr. Death in the cage. And Jerry Only has this bad habit, man, of touching you all the time. You could be taking a leak, "Hey, brother," he come and hug you from behind. I'd be like, "What the stop touching me." And I was like, "Jerry, you gotta stop, man. These guys don't get you. They're gonna beat you up." "Nah, it's okay." I said, "No, it's not okay. That guy there, Steve Williams, his name is Dr. Death for a reason. Not because of wrestling, it's because he used to kill people on the football field. He takes wrestling very seriously. Relax." And he didn't listen, man. And Steve Williams beat him up in the cage, busted his head open, kicked his ass, beat him up pretty good. Yeah, that was that's the way it is, man. What do you want me to tell you? I was cool for a couple of weeks, and I get along with him. And the whole idea was great, because it was finally like, it was like what NXT is doing. And I was the first guy to bridge that gap. I worked against Ric Flair in Nevada one night. And that was the icebreaker for the younger guys starting to get into major programs. And out of that came, I worked with Hulk Hogan, and then I worked with Sting. Those older guys didn't get it. They were hell-bent on going from Atlanta to Carolina, back up to Atlanta, this little loop. They didn't understand it. And they were like, "Well, Ric Flair's," I said, "Well, I've been traveling for 11 years. So I've done 40 trips to Japan. I've traveled the world in a bus. I said, I'm pretty sure I can have a match with Mr. Flair. They didn't think we could do it. And Russo took a lot of flack about it. I think Russo's big downfall was his favoritism to Jeff Jarrett at that time. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And then Eric Bischoff wanted to swing the stick, and there started to be conflicts backstage. And the money people went to Bischoff, and for Bischoff to get loyalty, he gave these guys these big contracts, and it kind of separated the company, and that was it. Sunk the ship, right? I got nothing bad to say about Vince Russo. He was cool with me. I mean, I did my time in the ring, right? I was in the ring for 33 years. I had my run with fame in Latin America. I enjoyed it. I abused it. I fell off the horse, got back on it, made all the mistakes that anybody else would make. I enjoyed my time. What's got me back into the love of the game is being on the mic and helping the young kids come up. That's it. Yeah, teaching.